Bagfuel, baby.
You and I used to have these arguments about I don't like people who think like the 90% because I don't want to invite that thought process, right? We all need to think at the top level of 10%, right? Now, when it comes to like companies who target the 90% because they're the buying consumer, is that if they're able to understand how they think, but they're considered 10%, are they really still thinking like a 90%er?
They're on a different. We're trying to rise.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
So on our rise, that's my target of who I am within my brand. Right? Now, if I have a brand and I have money and I can invest into myself, then I'm gonna target the dumb niggas that's gonna buy my product. We don't have that. We can afford that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what we're at. We don't have the brand in dollars. We're not a conglomerate. And in order for us to succeed, we have to succeed based upon giving people accurate knowledge.
Of course.
If you understand what I'm saying. So we can't, in what we're doing, we can't target the 90%. Now, if I was a rapper and I was a company, I'm targeting the 90%. That's easy for me to go after because that's a different situation. That's a different branding opportunity. That's a different artist. That's a different creative space that you target that to buy your records. You preying on those people.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? We're not.
Does that not does that not hold true for also when you're delivering content? Because let's take the word content out, a product. Just like how people are delivering music to the 90%, you have to understand what's going to make them click. If you're focused on the 10%, which you have to be exceptionally, but you got to be aware of what the 90% wants to absorb. And I know that's been a conflict for us in the past, not presently. We don't have that issue no more.
But the objective is the power of marketing and promotion.
Yes.
My 90%, my 10% is just getting bigger because I'm getting to more people. It's not that the 90% is stepping up and fucking with me and coming outside to buy my merch. It's when we was on this camera, I was going out to 500,000 people a month. Now my shit is going out to 2.6 million people a month. That's a big difference.
Yes.
So now I'm getting 10% of 2.6 million, which is 260,000, compared to the other 10%, which would have been 50,000.
50,000, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the difference.
What you about to say?
No, I'm listening.
No, yes, but I've always said the one thing I've seen with a lot of shows or a lot of people's product, they start feeling themselves, which is natural. When you get success, you gonna feel you that dude. But
I'm scared to feel myself, bars. I'm very scared of that.
What do you mean? Explain that.
He's right though. I understand.
No, Ghost.
I don't understand what you're
saying. No.
Elaborate.
Ghost. Yeah. Part of the reason. Let me be very careful with this because I don't want to go.
Fuck, say their name.
No. Part of the reason you're working with us, right, is because of integrity.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. No, that's the number one reason.
Yes, but the reason that opportunity happened was because of a situation where people thought, hey, this is rocking the way it's supposed to rock. Fuck everything else.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? If not,
I fuck with y'all.
Yes.
And even if I was still to do, like, let's say it broke up and this guy didn't give a fuck and I still work with y'all, I would still work with y'all.
No, but the reason...
I would have did both.
But the reason that happened was because of, hey, it's almost like...
He wasn't corrupt at first.
I'm corrupt?
No, not Ghost. The person you're talking about.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah. He wasn't, at first,
go for it.
It goes back to what you said. Once people get popular and the power, some people change. And I said, I'm scared. I'm very scared to feel myself because that's from being
experienced, though.
Being a young boy. And I tell you, I was feeling when I was young and I was doing all the stuff I was doing and nobody could fathom the life I was living. I was feeling myself.
Yeah. And but other people's feeling themselves is different. Because you know people feel themselves on different levels.
Okay.
Some people start feeling themselves and then they be like, man, fuck everybody. This and that. They don't take care of their people. They stop doing that.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling myself in that way.
No, not in that. But
my head. But it's still feeling something because my head was big.
Still poison.
So boom. So I'm gonna give you the reverse. All my niggas is good.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody else.
I'm with that though.
But that's a nigga's head getting out the way, because you know why? All those people I could have made, that wasn't the, and I don't reference niggas' names. That wasn't the Jay-Z approach.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The Jay-Z approach was, I'm gonna align.
Okay. Exactly.
I'm gonna align myself. Because with all these other people that I'm gonna align with, some of them not gonna work out, but the ones that do, I got more people in my field.
You show respect to the others, but like my niggas, they good.
Yeah, but along the way, this other nigga he's good too. You know who that other nigga is? That's Cosmic Cav.
Yup.
Yeah. The other nigga is Jim Jones. I wasn't open to shit like that before, especially on the incline of what we got going on. I wasn't on it, and I told Hynaken this, and Jimmy, like I rarely mention anything that me and Jimmy talk about behind the scenes, but Jimmy went on camera and said this shit, and I knew it was like he didn't like it or some shit like that, because Jimmy was coming to me with different ideas of things that he wanted to do with me. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I kept on saying like, nah, I don't want to do that, Jimmy.
Hold on. Can you just explain how IFC came about? Like,
that's what I'm about to tell you.
No,
this is what it is right here. I kept on saying, Jimmy, like he was like, yo, let's do this, let's do that. I was like, nah, I don't want to do that.
He turned down wild ideas.
Yeah, and then I would come to him with shit. Yo, why don't we do this? I can't do that, right? Yeah. And I told Hynaken, I said, Jimmy gonna start thinking I'm not his man, because I'm not jumping on none of this stuff, and it's just not gonna be right for me and him.
Yeah.
I said, for me and him, we two older niggas, and he calls us the only two old niggas that motherfuckers fuck with. You the old nigga and I'm the old nigga, right?
Yeah.
Straight up and down. So when he came to me, I said, I was just in my mind like it just gotta be right, and I know Jimmy isn't really in my world. He's still in a rapper world, executive world, film world. He's not over in podcast and YouTube world, right? So when he said, yo, let's do something, yo, man, let's bring all these young skit niggas and these young influencer niggas and these young little taste-making niggas that make his move. Them niggas ain't got no home. Them niggas is forgotten about.
Yup.
And he said, and you the leader of that shit, because you came out of nowhere. That's how people feel about you. You fucked up the podcast game, because everybody think they could just come out and be a podcaster. He said, before you, it was all about Joe Budden, Gilly. You had to have some type of notoriety prior, right? He said, so we could bring these people together with your people with your people that you got, and the people that I got that fuck with me, we could do this shit. And I said, dope. I came out and said, Hynaken, this nigga Jimmy got a genius idea. Then I went to do Influencer Thursdays in Philadelphia. And we didn't have a name for it. And I posted this shit from me and fucking Cosmic Cav, the Influencer Thursdays. And Jimmy was like, that's our shit. You an influencer? Yep. This is the Influencer Club. And he came up with the whole shit. And then we just started running with that shit, and we put we called them all down. We got Bella Bands on board. We got CEOL on board. And Hynaken always, like, if niggas fuck with me, you know, I always call Hynaken to see who's who and who's what. And then we invited all the right people down, and the first one was like a huge success. It was something that was never done before, because it was in a sound stage. So we had sets there. So it was a Chinese store, a newsstand, a studio, a bodega, a stoop, a sound stage where you could perform, space for a DJ, a phone booth that's a prop, like an old phone booth and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So it was different ways and places where people could do their skits and their improv live. Shit was wild. And then it's just continued, it's just growing and growing and growing.
Yeah. That's how it is. But
we had Wallow. We interviewed Wallow on the first one.
That was a big interview for us.
Last one we had Bloody Osiris and Kid Super for the Fashion Week joint.
A lot of people came through.
Everybody came through to the Fashion Week.
You know what was funny? The Diddler was trying to come to that party too.
Yeah.
He thought about it too.
He
that would have been his last appearance in New York.
In public.